Welcome to another 49ers scouting session where your scouts, unofficially, Grant Cohn, Jack Hammer, but official, pretty official, because when we say that Kellen Mond's going to be pretty good, then 2 months later, Chris Sims just magically gets an epiphany too. So we are your favorite sports writer's favorite scouting session. And today we're going to be doing a non-quarterback for the first time, Rashawn Slater from Northwestern, his game against Ohio State from 2018. Jack Hammer has done his famous game against Chase Young and Ohio State from 2019. Check out Jack Hammer's site. Jack, how you doing?
I'm good. How you doing, Grant?
I'm doing pretty good. I wanted to make it official, so I wore the quality control today because I'm serious. We got to really dig in on Rashawn Slater. This guy could be the pick at 12.
Yeah, totally. He totally could. When I first started looking at him, or actually before I started looking at him, I was a little nervous because he didn't play in 2020 as one of the opt-out guys. So
Yes.
I was a little worried that might be an issue. But then after watching him in 2018 and seeing the growth that he made going into in 2019, a lot of those fears went away.
And remember, Penei Sewell also sat out 2020. And the thing about Rashawn Slater, people were like, well, is he too small or are his arms long enough to play left tackle? He had his pro day today. He was weighed, and you can compare him to the Niners left tackle the last 15 years, 10 years, Joe Staley. He's about the same size, no?
Yeah, roughly the same size. Their arms measured the same at 33 inches. They're pretty close to the same. He actually came in an inch higher than what they had listed him as. They'd listed him at 6'3". He measured at a little over 6'4" today. So opposite of what you usually hear.
Do that? Yeah, why would Northwestern underlist him? But anyway, he ran a 4.8. That's what Joe Staley did. That's what Trent Williams. That's really moving for an offensive tackle.
Yeah, he has some good wheels, and you definitely see that in his tape as you go through and watch him.
Okay. So we'll be watching, how is he in pass protection? Does he fit the 49ers run blocking scheme? Can he really, that's more getting out in space than pushing the guy in front of you. It's the reach blocking more than the drive blocking, but that's what we'll look for. Does he fit? But the most important thing is pass protection. It's a pass first league, and the Niners issue is pass protection. So let's check out the one, the only Rashawn Slater. Here we go. Boom. All right, let's get started.
And it's important to remember as we go through this, he's number 70. He's going to be the right tackle. He played right tackle in 2018. So he's right there on the right side. Yep. And he's got Chase Young lined up across from him most of the first quarter.
Okay. So this is, again, 2018. So is he a sophomore here? Sophomore?
He's a sophomore, yes.
Okay. So it's a quick throw. Let's watch the next rep. This is Chase Young again, number 2.
That's correct.
And this Bosa was on the team here, but he was just injured.
Correct. He'd gotten injured earlier in the year, so Chase Young kind of took over. And then on the other side is Jonathan Cooper. He's number 18.
Okay.
He was a fifth-year senior this year, so he'll be in the draft.
Okay. So what do we notice about this guy? He's definitely more compact than Mike McGlinchey.
Yeah, that changes up a little bit. He's not quite so low.
Okay.
In his 2019 film, he's a little more upright.
Okay.
But he moves really well out of that position. He's got quick feet. He gets beat a little to the outside here because he's starting to at the beginning. He's trying to make sure he gets to the edge because he's got that speed.
Right.
But he's able to, he's still able to get on him and hold him up enough so the quick throw can get out.
Yeah. All right, let's see this running play. Must be third and short or something.
Yeah, it's third and short. And he's going to try to get up to the second level, and he kind of misses him.
Yeah.
In third, but his block isn't the one that causes the problem. It's just, in this third and short, I'd rather not see him step around.
Yeah.
I understand that's probably how it's called, but they only got to get a yard. There's not a whole lot of need to get up on that linebacker and drive him out of there.
Good point. Like push the guy in front of you backward. Okay, so that's
get a little bit more of a push on
the best player on the defense, Chase Young. Yeah, I'm with you on that. Yeah. You want to make him a priority. Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
All right, so here's he just seems to get a lot lower. He bends better. I mean, comparing him to Mike McGlinchey isn't really fair. So I'm going to stop doing that. That's not what we're doing here. We're not saying is he better than Mike McGlinchey. Yeah, he better be.
Yeah.
Yeah, he better be. The question really is he going to fall to 12?
Yeah, is he going to fall to 12? And could he come, if they decide not to go quarterback, would he be a guy that would fit in there and be able to take that left spot from Justin School? Really, that would be his competition.
Yes. See, that's the thing with scouting offensive linemen in college. There's so many reps like this, where it's like a screen and he doesn't really do anything.
Yeah, they're just the way that they're moving them over because they're gonna
Yeah.
pull them out. It's almost like a naked bootleg.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, so that's okay. Let's see what happens here.
Yeah, this is a run. This is actually all on him. He's going to get Young. He has Young on the edge. They're going to run right off of him.
Oh,
he does a good job
nice
driving him out.
That's fantastic. And that is definitely. Would you call that outside zone? They did kind of pull this guy. I don't know. Anyway, it's an outside run.
Yeah, it's an outside run. Looks like a power, but with the center pulling.
Sure, you're right.
But
really nice block.
It's really nice.
Gets underneath his pads.
Yeah, he on this one he's able to get under there. He's able to get down just below up underneath his shoulders and really drive him.
You can see how strong he is. He's a really strong guy.
Yes.
Nice. I like that. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm sold. Okay, that was a nice run block. That was really good. Okay. See, to me, right off the bat, I'm thinking like this guy's going to be available at 12, huh?
Yeah. So
Glitchy went 9, and he's going to go 12.
Yeah. So here's a bad rep though. We just saw the best, a really good rep. So he comes back with this one, and he's just a little slow out of his stance. This is where the defender,
Yeah, he's the last one off to react.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's bad.
Yeah, and so Young's able to get upfield on him, and he's not really able to get much on him. He's trying to drive him around. He gets him around, but then the guard gets beat as well.
Nice little recovery. Shows some good athleticism.
Yeah, it's not a horrible rep. If the guard had done his job and been able to make his block, then the quarterback has a spot to step up.
So I'd be more concerned if he just got beaten by, like, if his kick slide was just not quick enough. He just reacted late off the snap. If he does that again, I'll be concerned. But I guess you're entitled to do this once.
Yeah, every once in a while. After that,
once in a while,
it seems better. It's just unfortunate that it happens right here. And
what's going on? Should he have his one eye on the ball? Got to have his eye on the ball, no? If you can't hear.
Yeah, it's a hard one because of where he's located on the end of the line. He's got to be able to see everything in front of him. So you don't really want to be staring. He's got to be able to see the ball out of his peripheral vision. So that's
a tough one.
Yeah. All right.
So that's a bad rep.
It's a bad rep, but it's not a horrible rep because, like I said, his guy shouldn't have been able. His guy doesn't make the block. He drives him around. He's beat, but he's able to recover, like you said. He's driving him around.
Right.
And it's the guard that gets beat. That's where when the quarterback has nowhere to step up.
Yeah, and the guard does not recover. You can see this guy is not going round one. What happens is he's leaning forward. We're not scouting him, but this guy actually has an athletic recovery. Okay.
Yeah.
Not the worst rep. Let's see this one. Kind of a nothing play.
Yeah, there's a lot of where he's having, kind of stepping down and just blocking like that, where he's not really drive blocking.
Okay. There's not a lot of drive blocking in the Niners offense, to be honest.
No.
That was nice.
Yeah, they've switched over Young over to the other side, so now he's got a different guy that he's on, but he does a good job here driving him inside.
Yep.
Just takes him out of the play.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, Young does a better job against 72, whoever that guy is, instantly. Yes. I guess they moved him over there for a reason. Okay. Okay, here he goes. This is good. We saw what Chase Young did to Mike McGlinchey. We saw that. Guy's a hell of a player.
Yeah, he's a really good player.
Oh wow, that was nice.
And that looks a lot like the reps that they had against each other in 2019. That he did a really good job against him in 2019 when he was playing left tackle. Excuse me.
Got a lot of power from this position. He's underneath his pads. It's nice. Let's watch his feet.
Yeah, he's got good knee bend right there.
Yeah, he does. He's got quick feet. Gets out there quick. Wow.
Yeah, really solid base. He's got his hands on him the whole way.
That was good. Much more athletic than young Anthony Davis, young Bam Davis. Like that. Looks like Joe Staley over here. Wow. I'm impressed.
Yeah, he moves really well. I didn't see a whole lot of movement in the run game.
Yeah. That's just their scheme, though.
Well, in this game with their scheme, we didn't see a whole lot of them I didn't see a whole lot of them asking him to like pull and get up to the second level and stuff like that.
Oh yeah. Okay.
But,
what he was asked to do, he executed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But you do see that. I also broke down his game from in the 2019 game. You see it more often.
Okay.
You see it a little bit in the I guess it was the Michigan State game that we were going to do. You see it as well in 2019. But that 2019 game against Ohio State, you can see that he moves even better than this.
Oh, look at him pick up that. Look at him get that stunt, man. That would have just killed Lakin Tomlinson.
That's really good, stepping down.
Yup.
And picking up the next guy through.
That's terrific.
Not even close. Really good.
I wonder why they have him playing right tackle. This guy must just be older than him or something. Seniority.
Yeah, possibly because he's only a sophomore at this point.
Got it. Yeah. Okay. Why are we looking at the refs? Some good ref content there. Okay, here we go. Okay. It's got. Who's he got? I mean, it's over now. Chase Young. Jeez, He's a strong guy. Jeez. It's a little, I mean, he's a little Trent Williamsy. Trent Williams is about 6'4". Maybe he has longer arms, but what I noticed about Trent Williams in the 1 year that I watched him is he's low to the ground. He's not all up and down like McGlinchey.
Right. Yeah, he has a better base.
He's a better base. Mm-hmm. Yes, plays lower.
Here we go. He's going to get help on this one from the tight end.
Tight end's doing all the work, really.
Yeah, really.
Nice. Okay, moving on. Here he goes. He's quick.
Yeah, that's a good one right there because you get that really quick inside move and he'd step, then he does a really good job of stepping back down inside. Look how quick he recovers.
Yeah, so he's right. So he has this quick kick step to the outside and is not anticipating the inside move. And watch this recovery. It's just athleticism, right? That's nice.
Yeah, does a really good job of getting over there, keeping his feet square and moving him over.
Yes, I like this guy so far. But it's not enough to be good for a quarter and a half. You got to do it the whole game. And he has had one mediocre rep so far. Not a bad rep, but let's see what he can do the rest of the game. So far, he's doing pretty good. I would give his PFF grade a 97.664 so far. Roughly. Okay, here we go. That was a hell of a block.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a zone scheme on this one where he's stepping down and the backer's going to be the first one that crosses his face and just drives him out of the hole.
Goodbye. See you later.
Yep.
Moves him from this hash. Nice.
Yep, halfway to the numbers.
Yeah. Big Rashawn Slater. This is the first time I've watched him. I'm coming in blind. I haven't seen him before. I've read about him. People say he's really good. Yeah, I can see that. So far, here he is again. Let's see. So now they're bringing in someone from the second level.
Yeah,
this is Niners every time.
They could do a good job of sliding off. 32 is a guy that's going to be in the draft this year. Borland.
Oh, any relation? No,
I don't know.
Yeah,
I didn't look.
It seems like every time this guy gets his hands on you, it's over. That's nice.
Yeah, you're 100% right on that. If he gets a hold of you, you're not going to get by him.
Yeah. But again, he doesn't have the longest arm. It's not like Trent Brown, who has 37-inch arms, and it's a different athlete here. But he's very quick, very strong.
Yeah, he's very strong, very quick,
very strong.
You know, and when I watched him so far, it doesn't look like his arms really ever give him a problem. There's only once or twice where you see the defender be able to get their hands inside on him. Usually, I think he's just striking first.
I like that about him because you know who doesn't strike first? I'm not going to say his name, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I totally do.
This guy gets the first punch in. He keeps his hands up in a position that allows him to punch.
Yes.
I like this guy. Reminds me a lot of Joe Staley so far.
Yeah, he's a, like you said, 4'8", 40. That's pretty darn good for a guy of his size.
Absolutely.
6'4", 318.
Okay, here he goes. Here, you'd like to see someone really try to threaten him with speed around the edge. This guy, I mean, no chance.
Yeah, no, he gets the only guy that really has come close is Young.
Young, of course. Young's a stud,
Times.
but Young's working on the other guy. He's not crazy. He wants to
Yeah.
get some stats in this game. All right, let's see. Okay. Ooh, okay. That was a nice rush by that guy. Some power.
He's a little high on this one, so he's getting driven back.
Yeah. He was expecting the speed and he got hit right in the mouth.
Yeah. He starts to kick. You see him elevate a little bit, and the guy's able to get
right underneath him, which usually he's the one underneath.
Yeah, he's able
this is what happened. Wow. Interesting. Okay, I'll file that away.
Walk him back a little bit.
Yeah. Here you see he's not the biggest guy. It's not like he's 6'8", 330.
Right.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay. See if they hit him with that again later in the game. Same guy. You said this guy's pretty good?
He seems like he's been, he was a starter this year. It was a fifth-year senior, so.
That's just a quick pass. A little oversets a little bit, but the ball's out.
Yeah, I've seen that with him a little bit where, he's gotten, when he gets beat, he has a tendency to start to overstep to get out there to overcompensate for it. He does that here a little bit, but luckily, this is a quick set, so.
Yeah. He knows it. I guess he just wants to block the initial move, whatever it is.
Yeah, he needs to kind of attack him.
Yeah, and that's what he does. Knows when the ball comes out. Because his weight is uncharacteristically way over he's way over his toes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but okay.
And you see too that he's not kick stepping like he's trying to get back. He's going straight down the line because he knows he just got to get his hands on him because the ball's going to come out.
Smart play. Play. Yeah. So he executed the finer detail there. That's nice. Northwestern kid, they're smart over there. All right. Except for Solomon Thomas and his Stanford education. Man, that guy, if they sign him and he jumps offside one more time. I'm sorry, we're getting off topic. Watch the right tackle. Boom. Turned him, sealed him, goodbye.
Yeah, takes his guy out of the play.
Yep. I mean, nice.
There's nothing about him that really jumps off where you're going to say, oh my gosh, but he's just this athletic stud, but he just doesn't he's very solid.
I mean, was there anything about Joe Staley? It's not like Joe Staley was a mauler. He was just good at everything. He was just excellent at everything.
Yeah, he was just an athlete that they turned from a tight end to a tackle, and he was able to use that throughout his career.
Yeah, absolutely.
This time he does a step. Ooh. He gets beat inside, but he does a good job of recovering and driving his man across the formation.
His ability to recover is Mike McGlinchey-esque. No, I'm just kidding. It's so good. It's really, really intriguing. It's fantastic. That's nice.
Yeah, he's able to just come in and just push the guy right across the formation. It's really nice.
You can see he's definitely going to be a top 10 pick in the NFL draft. He's a hell of an athlete, no matter what his size is or what his arm length is.
Yeah, his draft position is going to be all about what happens with the quarterbacks.
Yeah. I mean, God, so much better than number 69. Wow. That was nice. Terrific. I like this guy. All right, let's see him here. Bring a little pressure off his side.
They do a good job picking it up.
Yeah, no problem. Okay. So again. Man, they really moved Chase Young away from him. That is interesting.
Yeah, another one. He's got the guy on him, and he's able to run him right around the cornerback.
He doesn't get a ton of ground on his kick step because he's not 6'8", but he's just really athletic. He can recover. Even when his technique breaks down a little bit, he's still right on the guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, I don't think Kyle Shanahan necessarily needs a 6'8" offensive tackle. He wants guys who can move, whatever size they are.
Yeah, he wants a player like this, like that. Right there. That's a really nice job of stepping down and taking his man across the formation.
Yeah,
they're going to run to his side, but he's blocking down. He's got
Yes.
the guy in front of him, crosses his face, but he just rides him down the field, down the line of scrimmage.
Perfect.
There's nothing. He's out of the play.
Yeah, perfect. And creates this. Yeah, you want to run right as much as possible. Running right on this play was a good choice.
Yeah, that's where their biggest runs are.
Oh, yeah. Definitely fits a run first team. We haven't seen him get out and run on the outside zone stuff, but we've seen him. Oh, let's see what he does here. Oh, wow. So confident, too. This guy knows he's got nothing. It's like watching Dakota Watson rush. It's like, all right, I'll just give a good effort, but I'm not really expecting anything.
Yeah, and just it's going to be a quick throw. And you can see the set by Slater. He gets out there, he attacks him.
Right.
It's a really nice. I mean, it's great to see a guy that just attacks even in pass protection.
Yeah. I just can't help but notice that they moved Chase Young the hell out of there.
They did that against him in 2019 as well. They kind of rushed him. They moved him around a little bit back to that side a little bit more, but they did the same thing.
Hopefully they come back to it next in the second half. They're just trying to tire out Slater for the game winner at the end. We'll see. What he does here.
Yeah, just takes his man around him.
Yeah.
So far he's only given up the one pressure.
Yeah. Handling everyone he goes up against. He's not a real violent guy. He's not a mauler or a finisher or whatever, but so what?
No, you don't need it.
So what? Yeah, who cares?
I don't really care to see a highlight film if you're going to make your block consistently.
Exactly.
That's all that really matters.
And this is 2 guys he gets.
Yeah, they run a little flea flicker thing, so this guy's going to be moving around on him.
Blocks down, picks this guy up, changes direction, gets a little help, hangs on to him. Nice. He's got good awareness on the field.
Yes. Yep. He's a very good football player all around when you watch him. He's very headsy.
Yes. That was a good play. He really made that possible. Okay, now let's see him here. I love watching line play from the end zone. It's so much fun.
Oh yeah. It's the best.
It's the truth.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Quick move to the inside. Ooh, wow, that's the closest someone came to beating him. Nice recovery, though. Gave his quarterback a chance to get out of the pocket.
Yeah, give him just enough time. He's beat on the inside. He's able to still get his hands on and allow the quarterback to escape.
Yeah. We'll see. We've seen him a few times get beaten back to the inside when he's when he thinks it's going to be an outside rush, like a counter. But he recovers so well. We haven't seen him getting beat. We haven't actually seen him get beat yet.
No, not yet.
Although you never know with Pro Football Focus, they may, by their definition, he might have given up 2 or 3 pressures. Although I have no idea what the hell a pressure is, and they will not tell you. It's a secret. They have a special system, and it's not for public consumption. Yeah, I don't know if you call that a pressure, but anyway,
PFF grades are fantastic.
Oh, they're so good. They've made so much money off of that crap. Anyway, not that I'm bitter. Who cares? Let them make their money. Anyway, here we go. Number 70, right above him. Drives out on him, locks him out. Just good night. Good night. Strong guy.
Doesn't give up any ground. He's driving him.
You really see how strong he is. Oh man. This makes it look easy all game.
Yep, this is a different guy. It's number 9. I'm not sure who this one is. He's a bigger guy. So he doesn't have the speed, but he's got him locked up.
Yeah, and they're like, "Hey Chase, you want to get him now?" No, I'm okay. Let number 9 do it. All right, Chase. Well, what about in the third? We'll see. Jeez. See, to me, that's another mark in his favor. Like, Chase Young doesn't want to go up against you, really. That's great. I love it.
Yeah.
Because Mike McGlinchey, they're lining up. Me next, please. I haven't gotten a sack in 3 weeks. I need this. I need to feed my family.
Yeah, it shows that even as a sophomore that Ohio State, what they thought of him, that they're going to move their best player to the other side of the line.
Exactly. They figured that out like instantly in this game. Instantly. That's sophomore. It's really good.
You to watch him here. I mean, he's not even giving up any ground once he gets hit. He's just stands him straight up. He takes a couple steps back, but I mean that's really good.
Fantastic. This is Ohio State. These are all 5-star recruits he's going up against. Was he a 5-star recruit? And if so, why did he go to Northwestern? Anyway.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but I mean, Ohio State is very good. They have a very good defensive line coach, and they just, he's holding his own against all of them.
Mm-hmm. So he's got another half to go. They're coming at him in waves. That was just beautiful. It's over. It's over. Yep. Good try.
Once he squares guys up a lot. He's you see that routinely with him, that he's able to get into that position right there. Once he gets there, he's not going to lose. He does that repeatedly in 2018 against Rashawn Gary.
Oh wow.
Who's with the Packers, and Chase Winovich from Michigan. Both those guys did a great job against them. Kwity Paye was on that team as well in 2018, and he just all three of them he did a great job against.
Ohio State, stop stunting away from. It's not what you did it last time, man. Oh man. Oh, big play.
Man just steps down, he pushes him out of the way, and they're gone.
They should run behind this guy a lot more. I don't understand why they keep passing. It works. Boy. Okay, let's see what you do next. That'll do.
Yeah, does a really good job of stepping down.
Yep. Terrific.
Yep.
Okay. Jeez. It's like the guy, you can tell when these pass rushers kind of have decided that they're not going to win. It's just like more of like an exercise at this point,
Yeah, it's
Take a few steps.
Yep. Once you get them in the mouth a couple times, and they know that they're not going to win the day.
Yeah.
It's game over for him.
Yeah, I mean, he's not rushing upfield with the intention of winning. He's just like, I'm going to give a good effort, so my coach doesn't yell at me, but I'm going to lose. I'm going out there to lose.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Now, I remember back in the old days, the old NFL crunch time films and stuff like that. Them talking to the offensive linemen or defensive linemen, just kind of, about their little battle amongst themselves, and just knowing that as the game goes along, you can feel the guy on the other sideline of scrimmage giving up because he knows he's getting beat.
Yeah. I see what you mean.
He's just, they're not getting any pressure. I really would like you said, have him switch over and get Young on his side, because at this point he's dominating. Yeah. And there's a clear reason why they're not doing that. They don't want to waste precious snaps from Young. I mean, let's see what we got here. Someone else on number 11, right in his face. Okay, so if you can get underneath him a little bit, you can move him because he's not super big, but easier said than done. Yeah, and that's true with pretty much anybody. If you can get up underneath their pad level, it's going to be really hard for them to be able to hold off because you get them off balance. But even the whole game, even here though, this guy he's got this guy beat for the most part. I mean, he's getting driven back, but he's not getting put into the quarterback like the guy on the other side. Yeah. Still hasn't really given up the guy on the other pressure. If this was the 49ers, the guy on the other side is Mike McGlinchey, the way he's getting driven into. 72. Oh yeah, there you go. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, that's a McGlinchey special right there. 72. Yeah. Whereas he's getting pushed back, but it's not anywhere near that pace. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, here we go. Just a quick throw out to the side or something. Run. Yeah, that's a good job. It was a good job. He gets a block on the guy to the outside with his hand, with the shoulder, and then steps off to the next level to the linebacker. It's really nice. That's well executed. That's exactly what they asked him to do. Mm-hmm. Nice. God, he's a sophomore. Does a good job at helping 44 get engaged before he gets over to his linebacker. He's going to be really good in the NFL. I think he's going to be really good, unless he just totally falls apart in the fourth quarter. Jeez. Really good balance. You don't see him on the ground a lot, unlike someone I can think of. Not on his back. He's not flailing him. He dove that one time, and it was effective.
to push the guy out of the quarterback's face. Other than that, he's been on his feet the whole game.
Yeah, you don't really ever see him on the ground unless he's throwing at a guy's waist on a quick throw.
Yeah. Now you don't see him like drive people off the ball, but again, you're not asked to do that on the Niners. They'd ask you either more to get your helmet outside and turn him, or do this, turn him one way or the other, and he does it.
Yeah, no, he's doing a good job right here. You're right. It's not like he's blowing the guy up out of the hole, but he's done a nice job of turning and getting his butt to where the runner's supposed to go, so the runner has a lane. So it's perfect. It's exactly what you're expecting him to, wanting him to do.
Right, exactly. Like basically, the idea of an outside zone is like you're like setting screens in basketball. You're just trying to turn guys sideways, one way or another, and that creates lanes.
Yes,
basically,
exactly.
And so he's doing it perfectly.
Yeah, that's
because I mean, sure you'd like to get your head out here and like create the lane out here, but that's kind of impossible. Look where the guy is. That's really hard. So this is more realistic, and this is equally as effective.
Yeah, he's holding his own. He's created the lane. He's got the guy where he needs him.
Yeah, he's committed to setting the edge. There's nothing you can really do, but you can turn him sideways and get him out of the play.
Yeah, it doesn't do any. It doesn't help the play at all if he drives into the numbers or anything like that on the.
Yeah, it's really good. This guy executes really well. Well coached, strong kid, good athlete. Jeez, starting to feel like if they pass on him, they pass on Tristan Wirfs, and this guy back-to-back years are going to regret it. But they may have to take a quarterback. I mean, it's going to be interesting to see what they decide what to do.
Yes.
This guy's just a machine. Who was that on? Who was that? Was that Chase? No.
No.
Chase trying to have a good game on the other side. And is.
Yeah. That ball comes right off the back of the guard's helmet for an interception.
Yeah.
Holy moly.
Oh boy. All right. Let's see what we got here. Okay, that was nice. This is nice. That's really, really nice.
Yeah.
So let's track how far he moves him. Starts off right off the hashes.
Right on the hash of the NFL hash, and I think he's going to drive him all the way to the college hash on the other side.
Oh, that's nice. Oh, he's not done. Oh, almost all the way. Ooh, that's great.
Yeah.
Love this guy. I freaking love this guy.
Almost all the way to the numbers.
He's so controlled and balanced and strong. That was really nice. God. Rashawn. Name too, kind of like Marshawn. I can see it. I can see it. Man. Jeez. Goodbye. See ya. He's not even in the frame. He's doing a spin move. Oh, it almost worked. Well, because the quarterback ran into it.
Yeah, he's got him over there, and then
he's got him in another zip code, and the quarterback runs into it.
Yeah.
What would PFF say on that one, Jack?
That one's a bad one on the. I don't know who. It looks like the left tackle's. Looks like I don't even know who was trying to block him on that one.
Yeah, who's blocking Chase? Oh, no one blocks Chase. That's the problem. Next time they should draw it up where someone blocks Chase Young, in my opinion.
It would help. It would help. What's happening is the tackle stepping down and the center's blocking, or the left guard's blocking nobody.
Yeah, that's some next level water boy stuff right there. Nice. Okay. Yeah. All right, here we go. Oh, goodbye. See you later. Yeah, it's a nice little
good job driving into the around.
Face. Yeah, I like that.
Bear him in the turf at the end of the play.
One more time, just because it's so pretty. Really nice. That's the nastiest block he's had so far. Cool. Anthony Davis was the kind of guy who could really have some highlight blocks, but he was slow in pass protection. His kick step was nothing special. He'd get beat by speed. This guy seems like the total package. He looks like a left tackle, even playing right tackle.
Yeah. Yeah, when you watch him at left tackle, he looks very good. They just bad protection call there.
Yeah. Oh. The play doesn't count, but still.
At least we have to see him move here. It's a good job of stepping around, getting engaged. He squares him up and drives him down the way.
And that's something that Kyle would want to see. Like, can you hit your target when it's in space, right? If he's not just right across from you.
Right.
Because that's what Mike McGlinchey apparently does. So it's what he does well. It's the one thing he does well. So can you do it? Because you have to do it. Well, he did it here.
Mm-hmm.
Really did it there. Nice. I just can't help but take shots at Mike. That's the last Mike McGlinchey shot I'm going to take. I promise. I'm giving up Mike McGlinchey shots for Lent. Is it already Lent? It already is Lent, though. I'm not Christian. Oh, well. For the rest of Lent. Okay. All right. Chase Young still being a coward. Good block on a quick throw.
Yeah, they're running a little screen. I think they could tell it.
Yeah.
They're not getting any kind of pressure. He just kind of stops.
Yeah. Okay, now they're going to try to manufacture some, it looks. Ooh.
Yeah,
that was interesting.
That's the pressure on him, and it's almost like the help he's getting, the chip he's getting throws him off.
Yeah,
it's
it did.
It's almost like he should know that he's going to get this little bit of a chip, and he should have a little bit more of an inside set than rushing out as much as he does.
Right, because he really is like reacting like this guy's not there.
Yes, he's in perfect position until he gets hit, and then once he gets hit, he's like, "Oh, I got to readjust."
Yeah,
and he's not really.
That's when you'll see McGlinchey have that problem too, where the chip almost is counterproductive. Interesting. You would think that's something they could practice. That's more like a teamwork issue than a one-on-one issue. But that's his worst rep of the game so far.
Yeah, he just needs to not be kicking out as much. He needs to know that he's going to get that help from 4, so he's got to leave that outside shoulder open a little bit more.
All right, something to follow with. Let's see if he does it again. Guy does something one time, you can kind of like forgive him for it. But if you see him repeatedly making that error, well, then that's who he is. So we'll see. Again, that's kind of a tough exit. Oh, do we finally have it? We finally have it. Okay, it's fourth quarter. So they saved it. They saved it all the way to the fourth quarter. Trying to tire him out. Let's see what he's got.
A little rope-a-dope.
A little rope-a-dope. Here we go, Slater. All right.
He looks like he's just chilling.
He looks like he's so confident, relaxed. Yeah. Gets really low.
Yeah, he's got him on this one.
Nice. That's nice. Pushes him way out of there. I mean, really, he could throw it or he could run it. Yeah. Wide open. I mean, if that were Lamar Jackson, that'd be a big run. Great. You want to keep going upfield? Be my guest.
Yeah, he just drives him right around him. Not even close.
Yeah, not even close. That's wonderful. It's really kind of undisciplined too. I mean, they don't tell you to go way beyond the quarterback. You're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to stop and like spin back or do something.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
that was really nice.
Only about 3 or 4 reps against Chase Young in this game so far. That was a good one. Chase Young's he's really athletic, but so is Slater. All right, here we go.
Yeah, good job.
It was a good job. Young took forever to engage him. Let him come to him. Was in a really good position the whole time, and also helped against this guy. Stayed tight with his man, gave him a little shove, and took care of him. It's nice.
Yeah, it's really good with the both of those guys. Their teamwork right there.
Absolutely. Okay.
He gets a little bit of help on this one, but there's really no need. I mean, look, he's got him tied up. He's not going anywhere.
Oh, wow.
And that's what, you saw this, like, again, like I was saying, in that 2019 film, you see the same thing. Once Young just cannot get by him once he squares him up.
Wow. Chase Young is making Rashawn Slater a lot of money.
He just swallows him up.
Wow. Chase Young is really good. Niner fans know that. I mean, he wrecked that game. He was fantastic against the Niners this year, wasn't he?
Yes, he was.
Thought he was.
He was very good. Oh.
Oh man, am I here? I'm here.
You're here.
Sorry. Okay, is my connection a little wonky?
That was really that was the first time in a while it's happened. So
Okay. All right. What do we got?
He just stepping inside the ball. Plays going away from him, so he's stepping inside looking.
I see. Yeah, kind of doesn't decide who to block and doesn't block anyone.
No, he gets the right guy. His because with the play going the opposite way, he's got to keep an eye on 32. His job's to get to 32 if 32 starts to go.
Got
32
it.
sits outside though, so he doesn't get upfield until that point.
I see.
Once 32 starts to move, he's right there with him.
Got it. Got it. Cool.
See that's kind of
the same thing. Same thing. Yeah. See what the score is. They're down. All right. Well, they're probably gonna lose Ohio State, but he's playing good.
Yeah, they ended up losing, I think 45 something.
Yeah. Imagine drafting left tackles and right tackles based on their win-loss record. Oh, but he lost the game. Couldn't even beat Ohio State.
Uh-huh. Exactly.
Yep. All right. I love when people try to hit him with a spin move. That's not going to work. Quarterback runs out of there. Okay. Okay. Here. Oh, what?
I was just gonna say the only thing that we've really seen him have trouble with is the crossover where the guy tries to get upfield and then comes back underneath. Other than that, he's been really good.
Yeah, let's watch him here against Young. This is like the 5th one against him. Goodbye. Man, that's frustrating for Chase. That's a bad look for Chase.
He's doing a pretty good job on him. He gets a little bit of help from the guard.
Would have been fun to see Nick Bosa against Rashawn Slater, but Bosa was hurt.
Yeah. Here we go.
You know, it's like it looks like he's going to get beat here. Like it looks like he's beat, but then he recovered so well.
Yeah, he's just so fast, and it's almost like Young. Once he gets engaged, he quits.
Yeah.
You know, when you watch him, he's just not he's a speed guy that if you get your hands on him, it really slows him, really bothers him.
Yeah.
At least.
No question. Because like this is bad technique. Like he abandons his kick step pretty much immediately and now is kind of like chasing him. But it works.
Yeah, it's a quick throw. That's why he's not.
That's true. That's true. Again, so he lunges out in the quick throw. I should know that by now.
He's a little more across. Yeah, he's trying to.
Yeah.
He's trying to more fire out into the guy.
Which is smart. I mean, he doesn't block the same way on every throw. He's adjusting his technique to the depth of the drop, which is shows he's a smart football player who pays attention to detail.
Yeah, those quick throws, you got to get out there, you got to get on them, get their hands down.
That's against the rules. Can't do that. All right, here we go. Oh. Don't you pick? You should have followed Slater running back. What are you doing? I guess there wasn't enough much of a. Anyway, what do you think?
Yeah, if he follows himself, if he gets back outside there, cuts back out,
Yeah.
It's kind of a tough one. They don't really get very good block on the point of attack.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Here we go. That was funny. Chase Young tried the fake pass rush move. Oh, you thought I was gonna? Nope. Okay, now I am again. Nope, didn't work. He's inventing moves on the fly to try to beat Rashawn Slater. Not happening.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, he's got him. He's
now he's off the bench.
Yep.
I can't do it, Coach. He's too good, Coach.
Give me
got 30. Slide. Yeah. 39. That's a nice block. He's just so consistent. Maybe 3 or 4 bad reps in this game, but none of them were terrible. None of them cost the team much.
No, if we're looking at this game, and we're doing like you kind of joked about earlier, it's a good job right there coming across the formation to get his hand on that guy.
Yeah.
You know, on a PFF grade, I don't know how their grading system works, but I think he'd rate out pretty high based on what we've seen here.
Yeah.
He hasn't given up a sack. The times when he's been beat, he hasn't given up a sack or anything like that. He's
Or a
given up
hit or anything.
No, I don't think his guys hit the quarterback yet.
No. And anytime they run to his side, it's a good play. It's just Velcro.
Yes.
See you 92.
There's kind of driving him back here, but he's able to. That was against Young right there. He's given up ground, but then he's able to get himself anchored in finally after.
I mean, anyone's going to give up a little ground to Chase Young.
Yeah. No, he's getting pushed back, but the anchor's really good right there. Really stops him.
And the reason Chase Young is going to this power move is because he's already established that the speed move isn't going to work.
Yep, you can't get around him. His next thing is to try to go through him and push him back. He's not able to do that either.
Nope.
And he's lower. Young's lower than Slater right there, but he's not getting any pushback. And that's one of the big. When you read the scouting reports on Slater, one of the weaknesses they say is that he plays high sometimes. So he's actually beat. He's a little high here.
Yeah, I agree. What I like about it is you frame it. You stop it here, it looks bad. It looks like he's going to get beat. You stop it here, it's looking like he's going to be off balance, and he just recovers and drops anchor there.
Yep.
Boom. And now who's lower? Now who's in control? It's really nice.
Yeah.
His ability to recover mid play in a variety of ways is fun to watch.
Yes, totally. Yeah, does a really good job.
Okay.
With that.
Here's a little stunt. No chance. Quick throw. But I like how he can pick up two different guys. Like so many guys on the Niners, Lake and Tomlinson, just play with like blinders on. This guy is not. He definitely has good field vision and awareness.
Yeah, you see him do a really good job of that. Whether it's going depending on regardless of how the cross is going, he does a really good job of being able to push off and get to the next guy.
Yeah.
Throughout all of his film that I've seen so far, you see that with him.
Okay. So he steps down. Just, yeah. Sucks for whoever's going up against Rashawn Slater.
Mm-hmm.
So now what Ohio State's doing is, okay, we're going to take Chase Young and loop him to the inside. We got to get him away from Slater. And that works. Good call. Smart move. Sack.
Yeah. It's just so good when you watch this and you watch his head, though. As soon as this guy goes inside, boom, he looks for the next guy because he knows something's going to come around.
Yep. Oh, it's
boom,
perfect.
Boom.
Yep.
And as soon as he sees that, he gets his hand out and he's engaged.
Yep. This guy's a hell of a player. The more I watch him, the more I feel like Niners would be fortunate for him to drop to 12. This guy looks like a top 10 pick. I keep going back to McGlinchey went 9. This guy looks like a top 10 pick to me.
Yeah, I think he would be if it wasn't for. That's why
the quarterbacks. Yeah,
the quarterbacks will kind of determine how early he's going to go because if we have the run of quarterbacks we're expecting, he's probably going to be there.
Yeah,
at that 12 spot.
Some people think the quarterbacks are going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, right?
Yeah, they're thinking that there's going to be. This might be set the record for the guys that go to the top. Was it top 10, top 15, something like that?
All right. Well, that's the whole game. That was very interesting. I had never watched Rashawn Slater really before then. Watched highlights, watched him on TV a little bit. That was the first time I sat down and watched him in slow motion from the end zone cam, and I'm extremely impressed. I have a jacket, so I'm a pro, and my professional expertise makes me feel like he is one of the no doubt studs in this draft. You can't go wrong with this guy. If he gives up 15 sacks next year, I would be highly surprised. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree with you. I think you could see him come in and have a season like Tristan Wirfs. I think it's kind of their comparable type of a player. This guy's very athletic. You don't really see it as much on this film as some of the other ones, but he does a really good job of moving in space and getting to the second level and being able to pull and things like that. So his growth from 18 to 19 is part of what, like I said, really something to look forward to. Really wish we could have seen him in 2020. It would have been nice to have seen that incremental growth, but I think he's going to be fantastic in the next level.
So here are the okay. We rave about Rashawn Slater. We love him. Here's the downside. One, he may not be there at 12. Looks like a hell of a player. If he's there at 12, that should be like a blessing. Two, the Niners may have their hearts set on a quarterback. Maybe Mac Jones won't fall to them at 12, but maybe Kellen Mond will. And if Chris Sims says the Niners wouldn't be crazy to take him at 12, I think Chris Sims and Kyle Shanahan think quite similarly. So maybe the Niners feel like if that's their guy, that's where they have to get him. There's no guarantee that they'll be able to get him. And the final thing, and I think it's an interesting thing to point out, and it applies to Penei Sewell as well. These guys didn't play last year. They took a year off. And as Niner aficionados, we know that arguably the best offensive lineman in the league, Trent Williams, also took a year off, came back, and I don't know if you would agree, but in my opinion, he showed some rust the first quarter of the season. Yes. So if Trent Williams showed a little rust, these guys may show it as well. And that's not a reason to pass on a guy in the first round because you're not drafting him for 1 year. But if you're drafting for a guy to be an immediate upgrade, you might be a little disappointed because the guy hasn't played. And he's not Trent Williams. He's a kid. That's the only thing.
Yeah, there's a couple of things with that. I agree with you as far as the rust. The one thing that these guys will have that Williams didn't have, or we're hoping that they're going to have, is that they're going to be able to go into a preseason. They didn't have the preseason in 2020. So the first time they actually saw live action against somebody else was week 1. So if they can get that preseason, they get exactly. Yeah. And it'll give them 3 games to play against NFL level competition to be ready for week 1, which it didn't get.
And if you remember, the offensive line play league wide the first month of the season last year was just atrocious. And all the quarterbacks with the good numbers were the guys who could like run around and protect themselves, you know? Mm-hmm. So that's, good point. Good point.
Yeah. There's no group on the field that needs that cohesion as much as your offensive linemen because they have to play together so much.
Absolutely.
It's like a ballet. Everybody's step has to be in concert with each other.
Yeah. So I think he would be a flat out great pick. Here's the thing. If the Niners don't go quarterback at 12, I can't see anyone being better than Rashawn Slater. Even J.C. Horn, you could get him later.
Yeah, I agree.
You can trade back into the first round.
If you look at the 49ers history, if this guy's there at 12 and they don't go quarterback, this is the direction they're going to go. They're not going to go cornerback at number 12. That's not what they value. They value offensive linemen and pass rushers and so on, not cornerbacks. So that's further on down the list for them.
Yeah, so he's definitely the pick for the Niners from what we can see. If they don't go Kellen Mond or Mac Jones or Justin Fields or Trey Lance or anything like that, this guy is the top player, I would imagine, on the Niners draft board who's not a quarterback. I don't know, Penei Sewell, other guy, but the guy that's realistic. The only question is he so good that he won't drop? Because if some team took him at 7, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, I'd be like, that makes sense. I can see that. That's a good pick. He's a good player.
Yeah, it makes sense for him to go in the top 10. Yeah. I think Sewell's I would go with Sewell first. Sewell's just a little, I think he's a better athlete than this. When you watch him play. Yeah, and he's bigger, but I think he's also a better athlete. He just moves. Okay. He doesn't look like an offensive lineman on the field. He looks like just a really big linebacker when you watch him play. Wow. Okay. He's just a big stud of a guy. Yeah. So I kind of agree with you. Mav said I think on our show a couple of times that he thinks that he's the best player in the draft, and I would say that he's definitely right up there as far as the athletic ability.
Okay, well, say Bengals picking him at 5. I don't know if you're talking about Sewell or Slater. I wouldn't be surprised if Slater and Sewell went like back to back. I mean, maybe all these teams will take quarterbacks. From my perspective, I can see Lawrence in the top 10. I just kind of accept that Zach Wilson's going to go high, even though I really don't agree with it. Mac Jones seems like he had a great year. He executes well. I can get it. Justin Fields, I wouldn't be surprised if he fell. He's gotten a lot of bad press recently, and he's an Ohio State quarterback, and he's got a lot of those issues. Trey Lance is a flat-out project. I could see him being like a late first-round pick. I'm not sold that there's going to be 5 quarterbacks go in the top 10, but I don't have connections like everyone else who says it's going to happen. It seems like this. Maybe the teams think they're going to do it, but come on, man. You really want to spend the 8th pick in the draft on? I don't know. Trey Lance, good luck. Good luck.
No way. If I was a GM and I'm watching that tape, I might say I'm taking this guy. If I'm one of those guys, one of those pushers, I understand one of those GMs. I understand the whole thought process behind the huge upside that he brings. But that's the only way you make that is if you're a team like, say, the 49ers, where in 2019, right, where you've got a, like this was the 2020 draft, and you have Jimmy Garoppolo coming back, and you're expecting him to be your quarterback for the next year or two. Then you would take a guy like Lance because you expect him to be able to sit for a couple of years, not have to play. So, like Green Bay did last year, right, with the guy that they took.
Same thing.
That's what Lance needs, because that's where he's just, unless you can put him out there and just run a dummy offense, I think he's really going to struggle.
And I think that's what's going to happen. I mean, the NFL is usually pretty consistent, and I know the media guys get excited. Media's been excited about Trey Lance for years, but when the NFL looks at him, they're going to say, yeah, we're going to give you the Jordan Love treatment, mid-20s. You're going to sit for a while. You're a really good athlete, but we can't play you right away at all. He might go be Ben Roethlisberger. Well, I don't know. Roethlisberger, I don't know. He's going to go sit behind someone who's entrenched and who's good, and he'll give him 2 years on the bench, I would imagine. But I think that's why we're hearing Kellen Mond's stock rise, is when, as NFL teams really look into these quarterbacks and they try to think, it's not just about the upside. It's like, can you play now? How much development do you need? Mm-hmm. They see that Kellen Mond really needs less than some of these guys that the media are hyping up. And I think that's appealing because it's really not a developmental league. It's really not.
No, not unless you got a guy already that it's on the older side. It doesn't make sense. So I agree with you there.
Yeah. Well, Jack, thanks a lot for doing this with me. If you don't already subscribe to Jack, do it now. He does all kind of film breakdowns. He's done a bunch of Rashawn Slaters. You should go through all of his videos. They're terrific. Thanks again, Jack, and thanks for watching, everyone. We'll be back soon.
Thanks.